Welcome back to GearWire.com. I'm Bill Holland, and we're here in Yooperland, the Upper Peninsula, Michigan, at the Yoopers Tourist Trap with Jim Belmore. Thanks for joining me, Jim.
Thank you.
Now, you guys are part of a comedy group, and you go around all around touring and obviously recording in the studio. What's the name of your studio?
The Yoopers Studio, and we're located about 1.5 miles from here, the tourist trap here.
So now, what type of things do you use in the studio for production? I know you've got some keyboards, you have guitars. What type of instruments are you using, and what are you recording with?
Well, first of all, let me start off with what we're recording with. We started off back in the 80s with some Fostex and Tascam gear. We were using 1/4-inch tape and 8-track, an 8-track Fostex machine with a, I believe it was a 12-channel Fostex board. We had 2 of those we had linked together. And even, of course, you know, then in the 80s, the industry standard really was 2-inch tape. And that started in the mid, well, actually, the 2-inch tape started, I think, in the late 50s. And 4-track became the standard by the late 50s. And they didn't start using 8-track until the later 60s with I believe it was the Beatles' White Album, and some other bands had already been using 8-track by then, but it was pretty new at the time and very quickly developed into 16-track and then 24 and 32. But 2-inch tape was the standard, and when we decided to start using 1/4-inch tape, because it was affordable for one, and we found, and we proved to a lot of people, that you can do something really good with a minimum amount of equipment, you know. In fact, if you look back, our second release, Culture Shock, which featured the Second Week of Deer Camp and Rusty Chevrolet, along with some other great tunes, but those 2 were the ones that really broke us and became actually nationwide. So they still get lots of airplay. Those were actually done on 1/4-inch tape, 8-track machine. And they still sound pretty darn good. I mean, that format actually fit our style real well. Comedy music, but nice music to listen to also, you know, that people could enjoy. We switched to, I think in, what was it, 92 or 93, we switched to 16-track 1-inch tape. And that was the Tascam gear at the time there. And we used that right up until, I think, 3 years ago. It served us well. And having the 16 tracks opened things up for us a lot. We had 8 additional tracks by MIDIing and sequencing. But anyway, recently, about 3 years ago, we switched to Tascam, the SE, or the SXLE, I think it's called. It's all digital. It's 16 tracks. All digital. You can do all the things that a lot of people are familiar with now, like pasting, and you can copy a chorus, a vocal on a chorus, paste it to the second chorus rather than have to re-sing it again, etc. and so forth. That's really a lot of fun, you know, especially on the producing end of it.